ladies and gentlemen, good day, good day. Today is the day for Sorare rewards. So yeah, let's take a look at how last week's game week went. Let's take a look at some of the highs and some of the lows. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Here we are then. Here are our lineup. So we entered into kickoff, and we were let down. We were let down big time. All we needed from Ndong was anything near what he normally gets, which if we look at his scores recently, 50s are pretty guaranteed for this guy. Like over 45 at least would have probably, for anything over 45 would have guaranteed us a reward. So yeah, look, if we look at leaderboard, so we need to finish 200th, within the top 200 to get a tier 3. So I was thinking, you know what, so he was my last player. I was like, you know what, it'll get like a 40 or something, and we'll back a tier 3 and it'll be lovely, hunky dory. But if we take a look at 20th, so I was 200th, right? I was 199th before I went to bed last night. I woke up this morning, and obviously Opta had done their stuff and reviewed stuff, and all of a sudden I'm all the way down where I finished, 224, and I wasn't getting a reward. So yes, to say I'm disappointed is a bit of an understatement. Jonathan Panto as well had a pathetic game. He was another one that let me down, and I was thinking, right, okay, so this guy, like, normally he'll get like a 50 at least, so as long as he does somewhat alright, it'll be alright. But no, they got absolutely pummeled 3-1 by Sheffield United, so yes, not ideal. Anyway, moving on, Challenger Europe was always going to be a throwaway, but nice to see the Ghent boys keeping clean sheet. Nardi, literally, I watched the game, Nardi had nothing to do. Akumu did well. He was actually on like 80 odd points. I think he was like on 83 after the match day, but after his match. But turns out they scored him down after the review on Opta. Then casual comment. Right. This annoys me because both of these two were players I was considering putting in instead of Panzo and Bakwa. And if I had done that, well, I would have won something decent. But I didn't because I'm retarded. And yes, we messed it up. We messed it up. It's just one of the classic so rare things. But anyway, Alisson, I decided to captain because I wasn't sure if these two were going to play. Because if we look at Omobamidele, yes, his last few games he hadn't played. So I was thinking to myself, is he going to play? Is he not? Probably not. Turns out he did. He did well. Definitely saved this lineup because this was going to be a bit of a throwaway. Just if I got players, I'll put them in. Akbarbar did really well. I'm annoyed I didn't put him in to kick off because I was going to. Because if we look at his scores, I'm pretty sure he averaged like, well, okay, last 2 games didn't do too well, which is probably why I didn't put him in. But he can turn out decent scores. And yes, I'm rather disappointed that I decided to be absolutely pathetically stupid and not to put him instead of Bakwa, who actually did do quite well. But, difference between him and Akbarbar would have won me a reward. So, we move. Anyway, Henderson, just meh. Not bad, not great. Obviously, Messi didn't have a game, and I didn't have a playing forward to go in. We only got a tier 1 comment out of all of that. I was, as I keep saying, I'm just, the kickoff boys let me down. Really let me down. But anyway, let's have a look. Right, tier 1 common. I don't know what there is to get from tier 1 common, but Brazil, forward. Who the bloody hell's that? Mateus Castro, age 27. He just looks average, to be honest. How much is his limited? Let's have a look. Where does he play? Oh, he's a forward, isn't he? Why is he 50 quid? His scores look pants. Let's have a look at so rare data. Let's take a look. What's his name? Mateus Castro. There we go. What do his scores look like? Oh. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I thought it would be absolutely pants. But by the looks of things, he actually scored well at one point. which is very nice to see. So I'm assuming I'm just going to assume he got injured and that he just didn't play. But before that, he was doing pretty well. Had some games here where he did ridiculously well. I'm guessing he just scored every game. But yeah, that's not the worst. It could have certainly been a lot worse. For this week, we have kickoff. We have this week is a bit of a throwaway week, apart from All Star. In fact, no, the only one that's a throwaway is this kickoff because Ndong's obviously not got a game, so that's captain not used. Panzo's playing against Cardiff. If we have a look at FootMob and just take a look at where Cardiff are in the... Let's have a look. Coventry versus Cardiff. Where are Cardiff and who's most likely to win? So Coventry have won 3 of the last however many games. Cardiff are 20th. So I back Panzo to get a good score. Realistically, he should do. It's Cardiff. 20th. He should do well. Evan Nilsson, I don't think is going to play. I've been looking at a few lineup predictions because obviously I've got my Porto boys in the All Star, and he's not in any of the predictions, so it's not looking ideal. Then we got Bakir against Bilbao. Maybe he'll do something, and then Dimitrevski against Girona. So fingers crossed the common boys can pull it out the bag. Certainly not expecting anything, but if we somehow manage to scrape top 200, I will be very, very pleased. And then casual, we've got the PSG boys, hoping they'll do well. They're playing against Strasbourg, so I expect nothing more than a win. Not sure. I would have put Messi in here, but I don't think he's going to be back. I might be wrong. I might be very wrong, but considering other Argentinians are not back for their club sides, I doubt he will. Danilo Pereira, I just assume he'll play, although I might end up taking a DNP on him, but oh well. Then we got Catania against Girona, and then we got Mbolo captain against Ajaccio. Is that Ajaccio? No. Well, whoever they are, you get the point. But yeah, I'm hoping he should at least score because I don't think they're that good, are they? Let's have a look. So here we go. Monaco v Auxerre. Where are Auxerre? Oh, okay, they're 17th, and they've conceded 31 goals this season. So, and I'm hoping that means that Monaco should be able to churn something out. So, hopefully they can. And then in All Star, I'm praying to the Lords that my Porto boys can pull something out. They're playing against Arauca, however you pronounce their name. I don't think they are that good, are they? Not Porto. FC Porto. Right. They're playing against Arauca. Where are they? They're 10th. You can see there's 19 goals this season. Only scored 14. So, hopefully a clean sheet for Cardozo, and he should be able to get some decent scores. Last 2 games have been quality from him. I also watched the Porto game against whoever they played in the Cup the other day, and he was class, so I'm hoping for more of the same. Uribe should be able to do okay. Otavio should do well as captain. Hoping for a goal or assist. He actually assisted Taremi the other day when they played in the Cup. So, hopefully an assist from Otavio to Taremi is on the cards. So yeah, I will be watching the Porto game with high hopes of possibly getting to a tier 3. 1,800th. I looked at Play Sharper and the average... I looked at Play Sharper the other day, and in my little journal, in my notes, I've got. I looked at the predicted scores, and for the Porto boys, with Otavio captain, they're predicted to get 244 points. If we look at wait, what's the prize pool? If we look at who finished 1,800th last week in All-Star, let's look. Let's go to 1,800. No, 180. So who finished 1,800th? They got 273 points. So, and they didn't have and they had a DNP as well. So I'm hoping a clean sheet with Cardozo, and if he gets like 70 points, and I think both Otavio and Taremi are both going to get decisives. I definitely think that we could be looking at maybe 270, maybe a bit more than what the predicted scores is. I'm hoping that what's his face? Otavio gets some good AA as well, because if he gets good AA and gets decisive, which I think he will, we could be looking at tier 3, and that'd be hunky dory, considering we have a DNP as well, and that'd be our first reward earned from the old Messi win. So, and yeah, this is the start of the documentation of my Sorare journey. So yeah, if you like this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It mean a lot to me, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I should have some more rewards coming soon, and some better rewards, because I've got some great matchups for my limited boys. So hopefully they should be able to bring in some better rewards in the coming weeks. But yeah, if you would love to see some more of what I've got going on in my Sorare journey, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you all guys in the next video. Peace!